Well, sisters, we join again for another wonderful full moon, and each one seems to get more exciting than the last. Thanks for gathering. Thanks for being open to do this. It feels wonderful in spite of how intense things have been. It is an intense full moon, for sure. Shall we begin with calling our galactic family and wolf family to our gathering among all the others, right? Can we do the Love it. And so we begin our ceremony by calling in the directions. And we're going to start in the east because this is our last full moon in that direction. So we have Donna reading east.
We welcome east, the element of air, a time of new beginnings, new growth, freshness, enthusiasm, and creativity, a time of rebirth, ability to soar and see from a broader perspective, a time for a mental house cleaning. You look at the world with new eyes, abundant energy, intensity, and persistence. When one learns importance of own truth, openness, and illumination, assists one to know how to let the sacred energy that is creator to flow freely and vitality throughout one's whole being. Aho.
Aho. Oh. Love it. And we move to the south. We welcome south, the element of fire. South is a time of inspiration, exploration, visions, when everything seems possible and one is capable of giving and receiving love in many meanings of the word. Time for learning relationships. Aho. Oh. And we move to the west.
We welcome the west, the element of water. Like water, one is more flexible, mutable, adaptable, and rejuvenating, as well as powerful, be it constructive or destructive. West is time for true self-knowledge, a time where one becomes a spiritual leader and learns the true meaning of power. It is a time of serving with strength, courage, grace, and great ability. Aho!
Yes.
Aho.
Aho. And we move to north.
We welcome north, element of earth. North is time of introspection, going within. It is about both endings and beginnings. Life and death cycles. It is when one shares all one has learned for the highest good. A time of greater psychic dreams and visions. A time for healing in all areas, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. When one knows the power of patience and acceptance, it is time of sharing all that has been given one. Spirituality grounded on earth. Aho.
Aho.
And we are in the center. And I call in the center, the hub of life from which all extends. And I call in the above, the divine, as well as the below, the world to form. As within, so without. And the circle has been formed. Well, as we've mentioned before, this is an intense moon. As most of us know, it's a lunar eclipse. The total lunar eclipse of May 26 is the first in nearly 2.5 years. It occurs in hours of the closest perigee of the year, making the moon appear about 7% larger than average. I noticed how much bigger it looks. The total phase will be visible near moonset in the western United States and Canada, all of Mexico, most of Central America and Ecuador, western Peru, southern Chile, and Argentina. Totality occurs just after moonrise along the Pacific Rim. The eclipse can be seen in its entirety in eastern Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands, including Hawaii or Lemuria. A lunar eclipse happens when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow, which blocks the sun's light. Unlike with a solar eclipse, you can look directly at the moon with the naked eye. This month's total lunar eclipse has all sorts of names. We can sum it up as the super flower blood moon. And it is red because when it is close like that and the Earth is blocking the moon, it appears to be reddish. That's where we get the word blood from. And we move into our Native American. I honor the Chippewa. They call this moon the corn planting moon. It is the third moon of the Waban spirit keeper of the East, as I mentioned earlier. And then they have their honored stone, animals, plant, and colors. And we'll start with the stones that are honored. Lesha?
Well, we're going to honor the moss agate. I have a piece here.
Love that.
I love it too. It's right on my bedside. It's beautiful. And I have smaller pieces. They come in different, shapes and sizes, but moss agate carries a strong connection with nature, mending its healing and nurturing energy to you. It teaches us to appreciate and enjoy each moment we have with Gaia, helping us to set an intention for healing the planet, associated with the heart chakra. It symbolizes abundance. It carries energies of persistence and endurance, as well as success, wealth, and prosperity. It can boost your optimism, creativity, self-esteem, and self-confidence. It creates harmony in your life. If you feel like everything is a mess at work with your personal life, this crystal can help you make sense of things and figure out what you need to do. It also helps facilitate the release of old habits and fears to inspire growth. It speeds up recovery from illness. It is an anti-inflammatory, cleanses the circulatory and elimination systems, and boosts the immune system. It assists midwives by lessening pain and ensuring a good delivery. Moss agate prevents hypoglycemia and dehydration, treats infections, colds, and flu, and lowers fevers. The grounding influence of this crystal will help you maintain your connection to the earth. You will be filled with the desire to spend your days outdoors, communing with nature, and basking in the natural beauty that's simply everywhere. It will remind you that you are a good person and that you are blessed with so many great talents. Aho.
Aho, that's beautiful. I love it because it's associated with the Fae.
Yeah.
That's one of the stones to work with if you want contact with them. And the next is the Totem Animal, which I have, and I must bring out the antlers. If I can put them on my head. I'm not sure.
Cool.
I hope they'll stay there while I read.
Looks like danger.
Sensitive, graceful, like aren't I? Are you making fun of my horns? Don't make me hurt you. Deer is sensitive, graceful, and an alert creature. This beauty brings joy to all who see deer. Deer come in different sizes and habits, but range between 2 and 4 feet tall at the shoulder and between 50 and 400 pounds. They have a range of noises such as bleating, snort when they're excited, squeal when under attack or in pain, and mothers have a special bleat to call their fawns. Fawns are born with spots for camouflage and no scent for protection. They live in herds or small groups of the same sex until mating season, when otherwise friendly bucks will fight with their fully grown antlers. After mating season, the older doe actually leaves the herd for the winter ahead. Does have young in the spring and can have as many as 2 to 3 per birth. This can create overpopulation, but deer has many predators, or killers if you will: cougars, coyotes, dogs, bears, bobcats, forest fires, humans, and automobiles. They estimate approximately 400,000 deer are killed annually in the U.S. on the highways and other roads. For Native Americans, deer were important, an essential part of their life, as they provided staple food. They honored the deer highly through ceremony, dance, and prayers. To some natives, the deer represented the heart and is a gatekeeper to the spirit world. The deer dance is one of the most sacred honorings and pierces the veil between worlds. Let deer teach you about adaptability, camouflage, grace, beauty, speed, healing, sensitivity, alertness, creativity, your heart energy, and your connection to spirit. And that is our beloved deer. Aho. Now we move on to the plant woman.
Okay, Yarrow. Yarrow reminds us to pay attention to signs from nature and to trust what your eyes are viewing. It also helps with clarity. I have a little yarrow right here. I just went out in the garden and picked it. It's not quite in bloom. Yarrow is also considered a very protective herb and is known as the soldier's woundwort. You can also dry yarrow and make a powder out of it. And when you do that, put it on a wound and it almost stops the bleeding immediately.
Oh.
Many cultures throughout the ages have used yarrow medicinally properties for the open wounds. It stops bleeding. It's also good for stomach issues, and chewing the fresh leaves helps to relieve a toothache. It is said that yarrow helps the spirit let go and cross over by putting it in a coffin. Legend has it that yarrow grew on the grave of Confucius. Yarrow may also assist with developing psychic gifts. Make a cup of yarrow tea with a cinnamon stick and it may release hidden truths to learn about something about yourself. Putting yarrow in your hair may create an energy web around to tap into your inner wisdom. Oh, wow, cool.
Hope it works.
Yeah, me too. Making a psychic shield and build your aura. Open hearts, third eye, and allows you to be loved and cared for by yourself. Other magical properties include that when you see the first blossom in a yarrow patch, make a wish and it may come true.
Oh.
Dreaming and working with yarrow will help you to release things that keep you from your truth and helps to let go of things that are no longer in your interest. She will help you to surrender to truth by allowing you to know your purpose and presence here on earth. Yarrow is a plant that made Achilles invincible. Well, almost. Yes.
Yeah, except for his foot.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
And now our colors.
Our colors for this full moon are green and white. Green. Overall, the color green is one of balance, harmony, and growth. It is the great balancer of the heart and the emotions, creating equilibrium between the head and the heart. It is also the color of growth, the color of spring, of renewal and birth. It renews and restores depleted energy. It is the sanctuary away from the stresses of modern living, restoring us back to a sense of well-being. This is why there's so much of this relaxing color on the earth, and why we need to keep it that way. Green is an emotionally positive color, giving us the ability to love and nurture ourselves and others unconditionally. A natural peacemaker, it must avoid the tendency to become a martyr. It loves to observe, and therefore relates to the counselor, the good listener, the social worker. It loves to contribute to society. It is the charity worker, the good parent, and the helpful neighbor. But this full moon, green is the dark waxy shade found in plants growing in deep forests or in areas where water abounds. It is a green of deep healing and of restoration on the deepest levels on all four: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It empowers healthy attitude, new perspectives, and optimistic outlook on life. It encourages unconditional love and trust of one's intuition. It encourages feelings of self-worth, prosperity, and abundance. A very powerful healing color.
Beautiful.
White,
Yes.
or translucent. This is the pure, opaque white of tiny clouds seemingly buoyed in space by a blue sky. This color is helpful for purifying the physical body of disease and for cleansing. The mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies of disharmony and unbalance. Translucent white can alleviate dissension and quiet traumatic emotional upheaval. This color dissipates destructive energies and chaos. Translucent white is good for working with groups or organizations because it encourages unity for a common good. Working with this white releases tendencies toward bitterness, sarcasm, and meanness. It is calming and teaches about the truth, innocence, and honesty. It is an agent of spirit that encourages the highest good. Translucent white brings faith, peace, inspiration, honesty, and hope.
Beautiful. I love it.
Oh,
Oh. I'll beat the drum for honoring the totems for the Native American. Now we move to our Celtic tradition. How do the Celts see this moon?
this moon is the moon of summer, and we can start looking forward to the warm nights to come. This is also the time for lovers. Before the height of summer, use this time to strengthen your weaknesses. The Zodiac Association is Gemini.
Yeah, that you maybe it got cut off when I sent it to you because it's called the full strawberry or dyad moon, full rose moon, mead moon, or flat.
Other names for the moon is full strawberry. Other names: full rose moon, mead moon, and flower moon.
Yeah, I did have your name there, so maybe something didn't come through. Huh. All right. And then we do our herbs, the totem herbs.
Oh, actually, I'm going to do skullcap. And I use skullcap to help me sleep at night, and it really works very well. I take 3 tablets when I remember, and then I generally fall asleep for at least 3 hours, which is a lot more than when I normally sleep. But skullcap, would be pronounce it correctly. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Anyway,
you're giving your personal opinion of it, I say.
some of the essential properties of the essential property of skullcap is peace. The name actually refers to the shape of the flower, and I've never grown skullcap, which maybe I need to do that, which resembles a miniature medieval helmet. She grows near marshes. She's a member of the mint family, and she blooms with brilliant and vibrant colors, and she stands out in a garden. Her medicinal properties are for inflammation and diarrhea. The Native Americans worked with her to treat various gynecological issues, but nowadays she's mostly used to ease muscle tension and anxiety.
I didn't know anything about skullcap. That's great.
You want to see the jar again? No, I'm just kidding. Her magical properties are, once again, back to powerful relaxants in the herb kingdom. She is both good for physical and the spiritual body, making an excellent choice for transitioning between the state of being and another. She also facilitates commitment in relationships. Her wisdom brings stillness in our lives It's a place of quiet where we can simply grasp all the deliciousness of our presence. She brings clarity, perspective, and she knows what's truly important to you. That is the herb that I chose for the this particular one. So I imagine we're going to move on to the colors.
Yeah. Well, you can mention there's more herbs, but for
Yes,
sake of time, if you want them, sure.
There's romaine, tansy, parsley, and mosses, which in lieu of the fact that we want to keep this a little shorter, I just chose skullcap.
Perfect. Thanks. That's one I know the least about.
Cool.
Thank you, Donna.
We'll do the other ones another time.
Yeah. And then we move to our totem colors for the Celtic tradition.
The color is orange. Actually, I'm wearing orange tonight.
I know. I'm like, whoa, I'm wearing green. It's really
I'm wearing orange.
I've got some orange in this. Orange.
Yeah.
I love orange.
Donna has covered it at her studio.
Yes. Orange is the color of adventure and social communication. The color orange radiates warmth and happiness, combining the physical energy and stimulation of red with the cheerfulness of yellow. Orange relates to gut reaction or our gut instincts, as opposed to physical reaction of red or the mental reaction of yellow. Orange offers emotional strength in difficult times. It helps us to bounce back from disappointments and despair, assisting in recovery from grief. The color psychology of orange is optimistic and uplifting, rejuvenating our spirit. In fact, orange is so optimistic and uplifting that we should all find ways to use it in our everyday life, even if it is just an orange-colored pen that we use. Orange brings spontaneity and a positive outlook on life and is a great color to use during tough economic times, keeping us motivated and helping us to look on the bright side of life. With its enthusiasm for life, the color orange relates to adventure and risk-taking, inspiring physical confidence, competition, and independence. Those inspired by orange are always on the go. In relation to the meaning of colors, orange is extroverted and uninhibited, often encouraging exhibitionism or, at the very least, showing off. The color orange relates to social communication, stimulating two-way conversations. A warm and inviting color, it is both physically and mentally stimulating, so it gets people thinking and talking. Orange aids in the assimilation of new ideas and frees the spirit of its limitations, giving us the freedom to be ourselves. At the same time, it encourages self-respect and respect of others.
That color is all that, I think.
Yeah,
Orange.
definitely. I love it.
Yeah, I've got a number of pieces of orange. And Lash with the flowers?
Well, we have lavender, which is one of my favorites.
Can you
And
tell
I'll show you.
room?
It's in my room.
I know, that's what I just look at.
Look.
Woohoo!
And I have two different ones.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Is one white?
No, one is, see, it's a little different.
Yeah.
This one, they're different species.
Yeah, very interesting. They're pretty. I like them.
Yeah, and I love it. I just love it. And here I have some from last season that I dried
Oh, beautiful.
in my room,
Oh, I love it.
right next to the lily of the valley.
Oh, I love that. I didn't know you could dry those. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of them in my little garden here. The aroma is heavenly. Wow.
Yes, it is. So lavender is an aromatic flower that stands out for its long stem and violet leaves of hairy surface. Lavender's tiny flowers sprout around the leaves in different shades depending on the species, but it's almost always blue or violet. Lavender flowers are known to represent purity, silence, devotion, serenity, grace, and calmness. In addition to the flower's significance, its purple color also comes with great symbolism. Purple is the color of royalty and speaks of elegance, refinement, and luxury. Lavender flowers are purple in color, and the color purple is associated with the crown chakra, which is the energy center associated with the higher purpose and spiritual connectivity. The crown or seventh chakra is located on top of the head, and the vibration of the crown is the highest vibration in the physical body. This symbolism is appropriate as lavender flower is often used for healing, and raising our vibration to the highest level possible is the easiest path to healing. Lavender is used extensively in aromatherapy and for minor injuries. Infusions are believed to soothe insect bites, burns, acne, inflammatory conditions, and headaches. Bunches of lavender are also known to repel insects. In pillows, lavender seeds and flowers aid sleep and relaxation. An infusion of flower heads added to a cup of boiling water is used to soothe and relax at bedtime. There is growing evidence suggesting that lavender oil may be an effective medicine in treatment of several neurological disorders. The lavender flower's message is one of refinement and royalty. Its beauty and aroma speak of grace, elegance, and femininity. In the language of flowers, lavender symbolizes purity, devotion, peace, and luck.
Beautiful.
And then we also have the orchid. And I have that too.
No surprise.
Now, this is my prize, and her name is Sophia.
Wow.
Beautiful.
She is beautiful. And that's that waxy dark green, the color for this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's Sophia.
How old is she? How long have you had her?
She's a couple years old.
Wow.
She does well in my room.
Interesting.
She can't leave the room.
Okay. She's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. Orchids are associated with fertility, virility, and sexuality. These associations, coupled with their exotic appearance, have given them a long history of being associated with love, fertility, and elegance throughout various cultures and time periods. In ancient Greece, Greeks felt that it was a symbol of male virility. Remember what orchids means virile. Greek women would give meals of plant bulbs to their husbands if they wanted to conceive a male child.
Wow.
And in ancient China, orchids held great importance in medicine. They believed it assisted the lungs, so they gave orchids to the people who with bad coughs. Orchids symbolized love and beauty, as well as unity and fertility. Thus, they were common gifts for married couples. Confucius, the renowned Chinese philosopher, believed that honest and virtuous people were just like orchids because they both perfectly represented the culture. In Christian theology, the spots on orchid flowers were seen as a symbol of the blood of Christ, and thus orchids frequently were used and found during Easter and Christmas flower arrangements. Aztecs viewed them as a symbol of strength and drank a concoction formulated from vanilla orchids as a strength potion. The orchid has been held in high regard since ancient times. It symbolizes love, beauty, fertility, refinement, thoughtfulness, and charm.
Beautiful. Wow. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And then we did decide to do incense, right? Did we, Donna? Or
Well, yeah, I did incense, but I didn't know how to do incense because I was confused, and I did Lily of the Valley last month. So I actually did lavender, but it's not long and it's a little different. Should I go ahead and?
sure.
Yeah.
The essential properties of lavender are peace, intuition, healing, and cleansing. calming, soothing, and it activates at an extremely high vibration. Her medicinal properties include calming anxiety, restful sleep, and has been used for headaches for centuries. Lavender is one of the top aromatherapy uses. Actually, I have some with me here right now. Lavender. Woo! I have
love
one. And before we started, I made a lavender tincture in 2016. As you can see, I haven't been drinking it much, but I did have a shot of it before we started. So when you guys come over sometime, you have to try this lavender tincture. It's still good.
Definitely try it. Wow.
Used
You've been holding out on us.
I use vodka from Hawaii, so it's probably vodka from Lemuria, so we're good.
All right.
She's also considered an insect repellent. Lavender has many culinary uses too, such as in tea, cookies, cakes, and vegetarian dishes. We've had some of that, haven't we, Jen?
Yes.
Also, top use of lavender is when you get a burn. And I use lavender a lot for burns. I don't know,
Me too.
that's not saying too much about me.
It's
but
in my kitchen. I have it all over
The tincture. The tincture you use.
The oil. The oil.
Oh, oil.
You put a drop of lavender on the burn right away, and every 15 minutes after until you no longer feel the burn.
And you won't scar.
And it won't scar, and generally the next day you do not even see a red spot. It is used for burns all the time. They use it in hospitals as well.
I didn't know.
Lavender's magical properties are extensive. Putting dried lavender under your pillow allows you to sleep better, brings peace to your dreams, and may even bring increased awareness to you. Lavender may help you bring your spirit freedom for expression and creativity. The Fae love lavender, and the fairies associated with this fragrant herb are also very protective and can bring healing as they help to overcome emotional blocks. She reminds us to remain stable even when others are not. As with all other plant allies, please do your own research before using. Thank you.
Beautiful. You know what? Even though you talked about the same thing, there's different aspects. So that's
Right.
nice.
And
And
I sleep with lavender in my pillow.
yeah, you know
It
what?
relaxes me. My whole pillow's full of lavender.
George's screensaver is lavender, and so
Oh.
I'm like, probably we'll use it for him for sleeping.
Yeah, it works.
Thank you both. This is awesome. And then the Totem Stones. There's a few of them, but I know Leslie, you were picking two.
Well, I haven't been able to afford Alexandrite. It's pretty pricey, but I will get my hands on it one of these days. And I picked agate and fluorite. And I'll start with agate. And I have several pieces of different agate in here. I have this really nice green, blue. I have a pink.
Beautiful.
This is my favorite, the purple. This is my coaster for my coffee in the morning.
Wow.
And this is a light blue. They come in so many different colors.
Yeah.
I love it. I love agate. But agate is a wonderful gemstone for balancing the mind, body, and spirit, as well as helping you to slow down, center yourself. It transforms negative energy into positive energy. It is soothing and a calming gemstone that heals inner anger, anxiety, and helps in strengthening relationships. It's an excellent stone for rebalancing and harmonizing body, mind, and spirit. It enhances mental function, improving concentration, perception, and analytical abilities. It soothes, it calms, healing inner anger and tension. Compared to other gemstones in the mineral kingdom, this crystal radiates a lower, more gentle frequency, which makes it an ideal piece for someone looking to slow down in life. Its soothing and its stress-relieving properties help you connect with the energy of the earth by bringing harmony to your mind, body, and soul. When you feel unbalanced, this crystal meaning has soft vibrations that can calibrate and realign you by anchoring you to the earth. This crystal stone meaning can boost your sense of balance and equilibrium. It helps you breathe a little deeper and find your center so you can move through life with more grace and ease. If you suffer from anxiety or stress, this is one of the best crystals to work with to achieve a calmer, more balanced state. While the general vibes of this family, this agate family, are highly grounding and calming, each unique type of agate has a particular energy. I happen to have a flower agate, which is one of my favorites. I will show you.
That's stunning. Wow.
It's
I would like that too.
yeah. These crystals appear. It appears to have cherry blossom.
Oh my! Look at Jen does
trees
too.
growing within them.
Wow.
It evokes feelings. It evokes feelings of growth and transformation.
I can feel it.
And these crystals are gentle, encouraging energy that nudges you to live up to your fullest potential.
I like
There
that.
are many other types of, like I showed, other colors and varying types. But when you feel overwhelmed or out of balance, come back to this crystal with healing properties. It reminds you what balance feels like, so you can work towards achieving that in all aspects of your life. Not only does it bring you back into balance, it is a crystal, meaning that it helps you identify what is most important to you on a deeper level so you can live in alignment with your values. It's a pretty intense crystal, but I love this one. This is
Beautiful.
And it's very
and then we go to
very gentle, but
fluorite. Very gentle. Fluorite, I have a rainbow fluorite, a raw one, a really nice piece here.
wow,
That's it.
that's a beauty.
Yeah.
Love its energies. Wow.
Yeah, it's an amazing piece.
Yeah.
Fluorite is a highly protective and stabilizing stone, useful for grounding and harmonizing spiritual energy. When working with the upper chakras, fluorite increases intuitive abilities, links the human mind to the universal consciousness, and develops connection to spirit. Fluorite cleanses and stabilizes the aura. It absorbs and neutralizes negative energy and string aid. Increase our powers of concentration, self-confidence, and helps us in decision-making. It encourages positivity, balances the energies, and improves balance and coordination both physically and mentally. And there's so many different colors, but on an intellectual level, it can help you think clearly and make clear decisions while under pressure. It's a good aura cleanser. It's a beautiful stone.
Yes,
It's
it
very
is.
powerful.
I really love that. And if you want to mention the other stones, but we just
Oh, and topaz.
yeah.
I think it was topaz, which I didn't do anything on because I only picked two. But it's another powerful stone. It's a beautiful stone.
Yeah, just to save time. But I know there's some beautiful stones. Thank you, Les. That was beautiful. I learn all the
You're
time.
welcome.
I love learning. And then we go to the trees.
Oh, the oak.
Oh.
The oak. I got a little branch of oak leaves.
Wow.
Woohoo!
Should I put them on me?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Looks cute. I like it.
Oak is known as the king of the grove, as
Yes, it is.
a symbol of fertility, strength, endurance, protection, grounding, and wisdom for thousands of years. Oak is sacred to many religious and spiritual beliefs, including Greek and Norse mythology, the Celts, and Druidism. Oak radiates an aura of calm strength and is associated with Thor, the Green Man, the goddess Hathor, Nut, and Gaia. Oak is considered the elder god in the plant world. Oak has long been associated with male energies and is a powerful symbol for the divine masculine, the yang of the universe or individual. It aligns with solar aspects. Oak provides its plant spirit aspects to all, It reminds us that true strength is compassionate and tender. Oak has many medicinal properties, such as the bark is an astringent and antiseptic. Should you be dehydrated, make a tea of oak bark to assist with keeping a calm stomach and to help in retaining fluids. It may also soothe a sore throat. Acorns are edible after boiling them first. They may relieve bad breath and also may be used to treat alcoholism. The magical properties surrounding oak are many. Oak is deeply protective. Carrying an oak leaf close to your heart, oh, let's put that right here, should repel lies from another. Bathing with oak leaves will cleanse your spirit and give you strength. An oak tree wand or staff facilitates energy to open the doorway to inner realms. Inner realms, meditation, and magic in real life. Dreams may appear for your benefit and growth. Acorns also have many magical properties. There is so much more to oak that we have time for here. The energies of oak will help you with inner strength, resulting in new confidences, and new spirit energies will open to you. I can say from a personal experience, I've become really close to oak the past several years, and even more closer the past 2 years. I have sat with my oak tree for many hours at a time, and it has really brought me through some dark times. And it still is, it's an amazing energy. I had a very amazing experience with oak just last week, but I'm done. So I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you. That is, I love oak as well.
Thank you.
You
So
know,
do I.
I have other favorites, but oak is, wow, thank you. That was beautiful. And I get to speak about the totem animals. The animals were monkey, butterfly, frog, and toad. So I chose two, and I chose the butterfly. Many cultures and the Christian religion look to this flying insect with deep reverence and use it as a symbol for many life concepts. Butterflies are deep and powerful representations of life. Butterflies are not only beautiful, but also have mystery, symbolism, and meaning, and are a metaphor representing spiritual rebirth, transformation, change, hope, and life. When a butterfly crosses your path, it means that you should embrace all changes that are about to come into your life. So just reflect on that. A butterfly is a symbol of happiness and good luck. And that is a promise that will follow you in the future period. It teaches about color and its healing abilities as well. Most significant is its ability to change itself so thoroughly, going from caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly, which is a universal symbol of change, life, and hope. Butterfly teaches us not to be afraid of change and transformation, as it teaches us to live fully and beautifully, especially after having endured the fear and darkness of the unknown, the chrysalis, to reach the light outside of the cocoon. And so when you break outside of that cocoon, that's when you have to learn the new ways, but you have to leave behind what's in that cocoon. To summarize, the butterfly symbolism works as a representation of resurrection, change, renewal, hope, endurance, and courage to embrace the transformation to make life better. And boy, have we been going through that, right? 2020.
Yes, metamorphosis.
More intense.
Yes.
Woo-wee. Many things have gone. And then the next animal I chose was the frog. I know you have your cutie too.
Oh, look, I love this one too.
Oh, he's cute. Oh, I like him.
Isn't he?
Got their frogs. Do you have your frogs on? Ribbit. A distinguishing.
We love frogs.
Yours. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I like the black. Yeah, there's so much to the frog. A distinguishing trait of the frog is their metamorphosis from tadpole to adult frog. The frog is one of the few four-limbed animals
they're amazing.
capable of such transformation. In this process, they are like the element they honor, water, which can transform from vapor to liquid to solid, from steam to rain to hail, snow, and ice. The green, slick-skinned frog is characterized by this ability to leap and hop, springing from danger and captivity. His voice is also distinctive. Frogs do love to serenade all who will listen. I love the peeping of the frogs. As a song of
me too. I love it.
And my favorite, though, is as the song of the loon stirs people, yikes, so does the song of the frog. It seems amazing that such a small creature can have such a big voice.
Yes.
So it is with water. From many tiny drops coming together, the ocean is formed. Frogs have an ancient mythology about them. Being amphibians with links to the water and land, they are often associated with the magic of both elements. This also links them to the lore of fairies and elves. Many shamanic societies, especially North and South Americas, link the frog with rain and control of the weather. Its voice is said to call for the rains. It is also linked to lunar energies due to its connection to water. Frog can teach you about transformation, communication, mystery, joy, honor, and evolution, as well as magic. And that was one of the things I love about the frogs. Not to mention, 3 of us here are of the frog clan.
Yes.
And I'm still going on to the totem birds, according to the Celtic tradition, which is wren and peacock. They're not real long, but I did do both just because they're so significant. My peacock, I have feathers because I used to raise peacocks down in North Carolina. I actually had an all-white female, but I have some of their feathers, and we're all familiar with that, with the eye.
They were following me in Cape May.
They
were walking all over the place.
That's interesting.
But they were following me.
So it may be a totem. Oh, recently, then it's a solar bird too.
Yeah.
So it's related to the phoenix. So it could be a totem for you. General Tech, she gave me a deck of cards, and I kid you not, no matter what I pulled, one of them was always the peacock card. You witnessed times, Jen, remember?
Yeah.
I'm very attracted to the peacock.
And then by
peacock or.
And then when I'm by myself and pull those cards, I still pull the peacock. That's what I have to do.
I always pick I bought a couple pieces of peacock ore, and I'm always attracted to it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous stone.
I have it as well, but the feathers. The peacock is a bird which has stirred much lore and myth in every society. This bird, with its beautiful plumage, fascinates all who encounter it. The male has the brighter feathers and is more ostentatious. The peahen is no less magnificent in her own right, and both are very protective and powerful birds. The 2 most outstanding features are the feathers and its eerie and raucous calls, if you've ever heard it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Which I find interesting, being Pisces, because the area is the feet. Their feet are unusually ugly, and it is due to this, that those with peacock totems should always be aware of their feet. And Pisces, their feet it's interesting. Reflexology is a possible prompting, or such as feet are the foundations and support system. The colors and patterns of its feathers reveal why such mysticism has arisen in connection with a peacock. The blue-green iridescence creates a sense of awe and is associated with royalty. The eyes within the feathering have often been associated with greater vision and wisdom, as well as a very deep watchfulness. Peacock most resembles the traditional description of the phoenix. Phoenix is legendary bird of resurrection, sacrificed in its fires of life and rising from the flames of its own ashes. The peacock is a reflection of the phoenix for many societies. Chinese see the blending of the 5 colors in the plumage as sweet harmony of sound. It also was considered sacred in that it killed poisonous snakes. I did not realize that.
Wow.
Those with this totem have an uncanny ability to rebound from challenges, resurrecting those hidden abilities to new levels with greater vision and wisdom, sacred watchfulness. And then I don't have a little wren, but I have them staying here. Two wrens that are always nesting around the house. I love them. Keynotes are resourcefulness and boldness. It is a small, stocky bird with dozen or more species. It is cherished as much as the robin. It cocks its tail feathers up in the air and is seldom seen in the open. I see them all the time. I think I'm blessed. It is considered sacred to the earth gods and goddesses and is considered a pet bird of Mother Mary. Now, this was especially thought so by the medieval classes, the lower classes in medieval times. 2 major traits is that the wren is most resourceful and adaptable bird. It is also bold and does not back down from invaders or predators to its nest. It has a vocal power of a bird much, much larger than its size. It will sing from daylight to dark, showing an overflow of confidence. Wren holds the medicine for using what is available, and it can teach you the most effective means to build within your own environment. And it's interesting, just very quick note, build within your own environment. We just went through a huge decluttering and cleaning because it was the township day on Saturday. And I mean, I opened things, we're here 14 and a half years or about, and I began to realize what I had here. I've been looking to move, but the wren was coming here in a row, a couple of days in a row here. And now when I read that about adapting within your environment, I just thought, make the best of where I'm at. Don't be looking, it'll happen when it happens.
Right. And they are loud. We have them too.
I love them. Yeah, they come right to the window here.
I do too.
And so that concludes our honoring of the Celtic traditions. Thank you, everybody, for beautiful information that was shared. I love it. I love the way we learn. I really do, what everybody contributes here. And Donna, were you open to honoring the astrological aspects?
Yeah, sure. The sun is in Gemini, which means more joy, lightheartedness, down-to-earth perspectives, as well as adventurous. Also, be aware of being scattered and distracted. I would pretty much say, if you all heard us getting ready, we were all scattered and distracted.
That's a good point. Except Jen, it was solid.
It was like, what? Also, Sagittarius is a fire sign. And like a summer road trip, the Sagittarius full moon carries a soupçon of joyful rebelliousness and a rowdy spirit of adventure. It invites you to survey your life for signs that are any part of it has grown cramped or cluttered, or any hint that your freedom to express yourself has been denied. In those cramped quarters where your life has grown too small, or where you're asking too little of yourself, you should be feeling good and restless about now. So shake things up. Oops, I just lost my I won't tell you where it went. See, challenge your comfort zone. Reach out for something new, something more. Dream bigger. Raise your eyes skyward at the full moon and keep a careful watch. Something exciting could be heading your way. Oh, I hope so. I think that's the end.
Well, this was exciting. What you had in mind?
You want me to read about Jupiter?
Yeah, you're on.
The sun and moon will collectively form a tough square aspect with Jupiter, planet of expansion, at the time of this eclipse. And this could heighten the intensity or cause us to take our emotions too far. However, because Jupiter is the planet associated with good luck, it won't necessarily manifest as a negative thing for all zodiac signs, especially if we're willing to sit back and allow the full moon to do its work.
And boy, I really feel, before you pull a card for our moon messages, Jen, that was great. I do feel like with all the totem plants, stones, and animals, I mean, there's much to draw from, isn't there?
Yes.
To help you through this intense time. I love it. I keep thinking of the agate. You both have those flower agates. I think I'd be
They're incredible.
here. I really do. That's what I felt when I saw it. I wanted to go like this.
Yeah, love it.
Stand next to the oak for strength and grounding. You know what? Really, this is awesome.
So here's the card. It is Falling Angels.
Woo!
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
I think okay, you froze there for a sec. Okay. Wow. What's the number? Oh.
19.
Ah, 1.
Sorry, my cat is like all over the place.
I saw that. Look at him. Oh my goodness.
He likes my cards. Okay, I'll read. You are being cautioned now not to fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations, your wings. As you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do to stop being a falling angel is spread your wings to halt your descent and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their own interests in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just said about moving that it'll happen in the right time.
Right.
It's really interesting. That's beautiful, Jen.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What deck is that, if I may ask? Ah,
Shaman's Dream.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow. That's a very pertinent message, because with the challenges at these times, you can feel like you're falling and in frustration or despair.
Absolutely.
And that's what people need, is that encouragement. But don't forget, you've got your wings. Just extend them and
Absolutely.
fly up. Thank you for concurring, Senzi.
Yes.
Senzi said,
Did you
yeah.
see the paw on the
I
card?
love it. He's a
The paw
Buddha.
was on the card.
He is a
Yeah.
Buddha cat. He's loving this. Oh my goodness. Hi, Senzi.
He loves my cards and my bowls.
Oh my gosh. That was a beautiful message, Jen. I'm glad you didn't pull another one. We needed to hear that.
I'm glad, yeah.
Beautiful.
I totally related with that. I'm glad you guys could too.
I already have some of my feathers to fly with.
Yes.
My peacock feathers.
Well,
So, are we ready to go into another zone a bit and greet Luna and Rainbow Serpent Mother as Jen prepares us with her magical bowl pull? Are we ready for that? Let us now prepare to open our chakras, particularly at the top of your head. As I begin to call Lady Luna and ask her to send down to us her beautiful silvery light of love, surrender, compassion, mystery. If you will, let us just get a good breath going. Let's do this 3 times. If we inhale, you could do it for 5 counts, if you will. Inhale. Hold. And now exhale for 5. Inhale again. Now exhale. And one more. And exhale. As we're indoors, just envision beautiful Lady Luna above and the dark indigo sky. I would call down Goddess Luna and ask that you begin to feel the round glowing disc of her. Feel yourself being bathed in a protective circle of light. Feel she is vibrant with energy. Feel your space being transformed slowly, gently, filling with the purity of spirit. Feel the round glowing disc bathing you in a protective circle of light. Become aware of your body in time and space. Tune into your heart. If you like, put your hand on your heart. With humility and honesty, offer yourself, offer your time, offer your attention to the moon and all that she holds. Truly allow yourself to receive her loving, nurturing, and compassionate energies. Lady Moon, shining with a bounty of Mother. Look down on us, your children of the earth. Come, light of the goddess, fill us with your power. Lend us your blessings. Let your light surround us, impart to us your light, your blessing, your love, your grace. Surround us, goddess. Surround us with your love. Just feel yourself in that beautiful sphere of silvery, translucent white, incredibly purifying, uplifting. As you are in this mystical, open, surrendered state, prepare yourself to receive the Rainbow Serpent and all her blessings. In truth, the Mother, our Divine Mother, is revealing herself now in the form of the Rainbow Serpent. See, the full moon is a doorway, and she is opening it from the world of thought. She will stretch herself from the world of thought into the world of form. As she does this, know that with much accelerated healing energies, she dissolves away all that is no longer needed. It may be intense, but ultimately, if you open yourselves to receiving the blessing of the Rainbow Serpent, you will find your life flowing with extreme ease and grace once her energies have been assimilated. Now prepare for Rainbow Serpent Mother to emerge from the moon, her home, and envision her arching her body across the sky down to earth. As this happens, begin to feel your crown chakra just on the top of your head. Begin to feel that it begins to open, ready to receive her incredible, loving energies. Feel her head reaching down to touch your open crown chakra. She is slowly and gently merging her primal energy with yours. As this happens, allow yourself to drink in her energy of violet, the violet ray associated with the crown. Let it flow in, opening and enhancing your spiritual connection to the universe. Now allow her to move down gently, powerfully. She moves into your third eye chakra, the brow area. Once there, she releases a deep indigo blue energy, increasing your intuition and third sight. Feel that beautiful cave open and expand. Now allow her, if you will, with her beautiful primal energy to move down, moving down into your throat. As she enters your throat chakra, she emits a beautiful sky blue energy. This enables each of you to have better communication and speaking your truth. Feel that smooth, cool, expanding blue. The chakra spinning front and back, powerfully opening, expanding. Next, Rainbow Serpent Mother begins to move, and she gently moves down and approaches your heart and moves into your heart chakra. And a deep emerald green energy flows in, healing, loving, and rejuvenating, increasing your ability for communication, self-love, balance. Allow that rich, beautiful green, one of the colors of this moon, to enhance that heart chakra. Now she knows it's time to move again, and as she does, she flows down just below the heart into your solar plexus chakra. Now there she emits a bright, powerful, golden sun yellow energy, allowing you to acknowledge your own power, your greatness, and increasing your capacity for greater joy. See it as if it's the sun radiating this beautiful golden sun yellow energy, front and back. Your self-worth just soars. You know you are a golden, radiant child of the universe. She moves on down now to the belly area, which is actually your sacral chakra. And there flows in a beautiful, warm, glowing sunset orange energy, flowing in, increasing your creative abilities, enhancing and empowering the sexual energies on all levels. Feel the other color of this moon, the orange. It just glows. This is your cauldron of creativity. Stir that orange energy. Let it just emanate out. You are creative. You are powerful. And now she moves into your base chakra, the pelvic area, called the Root Chakra. And Rainbow Serpent Mother emits a deep, rich, ruby red energy, instilling deeper faith and trust that all our needs are always perfectly and abundantly met. Feel the fire of that red, empowering and yet grounding. Now with your chakras, or as I call it, the rainbow column, open, cleared, expanded, just allow those energies to just flow into one another, allowing it to make its way down your legs, out through your feet, and into the crystal core of Mother Earth, connecting to our beloved Earth Mother, Pachamama. This just fortifies and builds our bond with her, where we become one again, true sacred stewards of this incredible planet and all her life. Just allow yourself to be a rainbow bridge to beloved Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. This is so grounding, so reassuring. As bright star seeds, it is absolute that we are one with Gaia to fulfill our mission here. As you've anchored this in, with your eyes still closed, I ask you to draw your hands to your heart. Massage this area. Feel that you have become the god or goddess capable of balancing the earth and harmonizing its opposing forces. In particular, you are tuned to the forces of Sagittarius and Gemini, fire and air. These are signs devoted to knowledge, truth, understanding, and communication. If you will, see these wonderful qualities of the fire and the air. Bring them together. And as powerful co-creators, let us send this beautiful, enlightening, and purifying fire all around Gaia, expanding knowledge, truth, understanding, communication, essential for peace building and our new earth. Just see that beautiful fire, like the fire of the phoenix, purifying, empowering, and rising. See the world transforming with this light. As the fire is embraced with love and understanding, knowledge, truth, communication, through the earth now, beginning to grow brightly, but with peace and calm, knowing that we are rising into the new earth, the golden age. And we light workers are the ones we've been waiting for. We are doing this together. When you are ready, put your hands to your sides, palms facing the earth. And now send your divine light with Luna's blessings and Rainbow Serpent Mother's blessings once again deep into the earth. See this energy take shape as a round moon gathering below you in the center of the earth. Feel yourself slowly now coming back into your body. You are all rainbow bridges, rainbow shamans, rainbow Shah woman. Rest in this peace until you're ready to return to your space. We thank you for this beautiful work. We are co-creating the higher vibrating grid system for our beloved new earth. When you're ready, open your eyes if you had them closed. Blessed be. Thank you. That was powerful with us.
Yes, it was.
Oof. I really felt us embrace those energies in Luna and send it out. As we starseeds gather and our beloved Wolf Sister community here. We really are making a difference. I know it.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, sisters. Ooh.
Thank you.
So we close quarters, and this way we call in and honor the center, the hub of life from which all extend. And we call in and honor and thank the divine, the above. May it be mirrored in the below, in the world of form. We honor and love the within, as within, so without. Aho.
Aho.
Yes. And we go to north.
Thank you, North, guardian spirits of the earth. Thank you, Gaia, for co-creating with us. We thank you for your presence in this gathering. May the circle be open yet forever unbroken. May the love of the goddess be forever in your hearts. Aho.
Aho.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Turn to the west.
Thank you to the west. Thank you, water. Thank you for ever flowing in our lives and keeping us fluid.
Beautiful. Aho.
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 And we turn to the south and thank that beautiful direction and its lessons, the element of fire. We thank you for the exploration and learning right relationship and what love really means. Aho.
Oh,
Aho.
And east.
We appreciate and thank the East, the element of air. We thank all our opportunities for new beginnings and growth. We look to you for illumination. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Aho.
Aho. This is changing while I'm beating the drum. Isn't that funny? You can't see that, but it was fast. But it did. It kept going to the 3 different colors as I'm. Can you see the? Can you see the waves? It was really weird. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. This was very, very beautiful. Very much so. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so glad. I just feel so wonderful with you guys doing this, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Like
I love it.
That we're weaving this, like the spiral of so many things. It makes me appreciate the moon's energies and what's really connected. All of life, doesn't it? I just feel like the unity or the oneness so much more doing this moon. It is like a natural way to have it flow. I'm sure didn't we say this before? I'm sure we've done the moon ceremonies.
Yes.
Many lifetimes.
mhm.
It's right to bring it back. And you too, Senzi. I think you were there. I bet you were a high priest. You see him? He's like, look at, hey, yo, I'm here. This is
with the paw.
Yeah, this isn't my first time here. Guys, I don't think it was. I don't think it is either. I just, just wonderful.